Everything I just played there is based on the interval of a sixth. Sixths sound pretty cool. And they're super comfortable to play. Tasty licks and cool tricks involving sixths. Today on Ray Plays Guitar. And we're going to do it as simply as possible. Let's get into it. All right, so this is a sixth. This shape, this interval. An interval is just the distance between notes. And we just usually count notes between the notes. So between these notes, I have a C and an E. E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C, B, A, G, F, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our sixth. Okay? Now I think of sixths as inverted thirds. So if this is my main note, this is my root, C, I'm going to go up to the third note of a major scale. I'm just going to go up a third. Now this is the note E. I'm going to take that E and drop it an octave. Now I'm playing a sixth, all right? C and E make a major third, but E and C make a minor sixth. I know it's backwards, so we don't need to worry about this. But we have two sixth shapes that we're dealing with. This and this, all right? This is called a minor sixth. This is called a major sixth. Although the minor sixth implies a major sounding chord, C major, and the major sixth implies a minor sounding chord. That's why we're not going to call a minor sixth or major sixth. We're going to call this shape a double because it uses 2 frets. We're going to call this shape a single because it uses 1 fret. Now with these two shapes, the single and the double, we're going to play a harmonized scale. I'm going to play a major scale along the second string. Now I'm going to add a sixth to that. We have a single double, a double single, double doubles, double single, and then a single double again. Does that make sense? We start off with this shape, and there's only one of them. But then everything else happens in pairs. 2 singles, 2 doubles, 2 singles, and then we're back to the lone double where we started, an octave higher. So those are shapes using the 2nd and 4th string. Fortunately, if we want to play these 6 on the 1st and 3rd string, the shapes are exactly the same. For example, let's find this on the 1st and 3rd string. So this note C, I'm going to find C up here, which is right here. I'm going to do the same shape. There it is. I'm going to pop on a jam track. This is in the key of C, and it's a 1-6-4-5 progression. So we have C major, A minor, F major, and G major. I'm going to play nothing but diatonic sixths in the key of C. Let's give it a go. So playing diatonic sixths over a diatonic progression works out beautifully. Now in that little ditty I played at the top of this video, that was more blues based. And so that was based off of 3 different chords, 3 dominant chords. E7 was our 1 chord, A7's the 4 chord, and then B7 would be the 5 chord. Now, in any key, there's only 1 dominant chord, and that's the 5 chord. So whenever we change chords in the blues, we're really changing keys. So how do we apply the diatonic sixth in this sort of situation? We got to think modally a little bit. E7 is the 5 chord of what key? That's right, A. I'm going to be playing diatonically in the key of A. But centering what I play around the E modality. Similarly, over the A7 chord, we just got to figure out the parent key. A7 is the 5 chord in the key of, that's right, D. So I'm going to be thinking D over that A. B7 is the 5 chord in the key of E. So I'm going to be playing diatonically in E over the B7 chord. Now I know that sounds like a lot of theoretical mumbo jumbo to be going on in your brain. Here's a kind of a simple way to think about it. Over the E chord, what I do is I locate a sixth off of the E. Here's an E right here, right? So there's my sixth. In a major scale, if I went down, I would hit this shape right here. But here, I'm going to play the same shape. And that gives you your dominant sound. You're hitting the flat 7 of the E right here. And once I do that, it kind of sets me on the right path. Oh, I got 2 of those. Throw 2 of those in there. We never have more than 2 of one shape, so I got to change here. I'll change to there. Gonna do 2 of those. And I have 1 of these. So I brought that down, it wouldn't sound right. And these 6 are also really conducive to hybrid picking, where I'm using my second finger to grab the higher note and my pick is playing the lower note. Pick them together or separately. Talk about a couple things that I did in here. One of them is this move. Now this is a combination of, you've heard this lick used in blues turnarounds a lot. That type of thing. Or so one way to approach it is just to play, like here's an E chord, and if I play the 3rd and the 5th of that E chord, and just take it up here, a minor 3rd up from there, we can get that sort of a sound. Or we can start here, and end with the double. So So these are all singles. Or we can go single, 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 double. So what I was doing here, I was kind of combining both of those approaches and just running them all together while hitting this open E string in between. And then there's this move here. This is just a long run that incorporates chromatic movement whenever possible. So, just playing diatonic sixth here. But in between every pair of shapes, if I'm going between two similar shapes, I'm going to throw a chromatic move in there. So, right off the bat, we have this. So I'm going to move chromatically there. Then I move to this shape and move chromatically down to there. Then I have this shape. Then we go to this shape. There's our lone double there. Then I go to this shape, chromatic, and with those two notes there. We can play them both together or split them apart. Now another cool trick we could do with these sixths is this idea. All I'm doing is plucking this second string and then pulling off to the open string and then hitting that lower note. Do a little palm mutage too to kind of control the open string there a little bit. Similarly with the single shape, we're just pulling off with our third finger now. Something like that. So there's that pull-off idea combined with the chromatic idea, and you get that crazy sort of thing going on. Well, that was SIXTHS in a nutshell. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those down below. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell. But most of all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.